Crap.
Are you gonna go still to the Cleveland game?
Yeah.
Wow. Guts.
Huh?
I will say though.
No guts. No.
I'm just saying, like, you're still going 3-9. You're still gonna go freeze your ass off. I appreciate that.
Hey. Leroy don't freeze his ass off.
All right, fair enough.
I'm
That being said,
I'm in the warm and cozies.
Froggy, I'm a little nervous about this Browns game now because I'm seeing, Jameis Winston throw it all over the place. I don't know if we got any healthy corners. I guess maybe Kendall Fuller's coming back, but this Jameis Winston's putting up some numbers. I don't think that's a gimme anymore. I'm not looking at that as an easy street road game for the Dolphins. Plus, also it's in the cold.
Here's what I would say about
where is Xavier Howard?
Here's what I would say about Jameis. The thing that Miami has, and what people don't realize is when these big defensive linemen put their hands up and the quarterback tries to throw it around them, that sometimes put that pass off a couple of yards and could result in a pick, right? Or get it batted in the air. And so that's why you see a lot of sidearm or a lot of balls that end up just a little behind, and you look at the quarterback and say, oh, that was inaccurate. No, he was trying to throw it around arms. So that's why sometimes those passes are incomplete or just a bit off. So what I would say is, first of all, Jameis ain't going to run away from you, right? So you make sure your two big boys get pressure up the middle with their hands up.
Yep.
And I want everybody in the secondary to wear the sticky gloves. That, and now, on the other side, be patient. You ain't got to rush nothing. You ain't got to, sometimes I think Jameis presses where he feels like he has to make a throw. And the problem is when he waits, his throw is always the worst possible throw he can make. Like outside.
That was crazy.
I'd be terrified to throw that ball because every time I throw it, it's a pick six. Quit throwing that. I don't care how open he is.
Here was Jameis Winston yesterday after the game. My goodness. Two pick sixes.
This will go in the history of just what?
Here he was after the game.
I am a better player, but in times like this, it's an opportunity to continue to glorify the Lord even through the toughest circumstances. I know I'm better than this. I know I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. That's not me. A phenomenal game, offense, do some great things, but I messed it up.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna just tell you, I got nothing. I was
deliver me from pick sixes.
Deliver me. Wouldn't it be something if everybody in the thing would have went? All the Cleveland fans would have went.
There's going to be some Cleveland pastor this week who is going to put their sermon on.
Deliver Jameis from pick sixes. And then they just say, Jesus, it's like Jameis. The choir. Sister Jones.
Is there a tambourine? Somebody's got a tambourine.
Jameis. Jesus. Pick six.
It's gonna happen. Who do you guys got this week? Who are the Browns playing this week?
I don't know.
Let's see who they got. Oh yeah. Oh, it's Steelers week. They're throwing up some prayers.
Oh no,
it's Steelers week, baby.
Can I? You know what's crazy? I don't know how to say this. In one of the most baffling seasons I've ever seen, the Cleveland Browns are 3-9. 2 of their wins, one is against the Steelers, one is against the Ravens. Explain that. I can't explain it.
I can't. And one of them was like in a blizzard. Super cool. I can't explain that, dude. I have no explanation for it. All I know is this dude is electrifying his team, even if they didn't come in a win yesterday. It was an incredible game. It was an incredible game, and I'm scared. I genuinely am like, well, you would have thought that that team's going to roll over by then, but he doesn't roll over because the man is asking the Lord to deliver him from pick sixes. So
everybody loves Jameis. The thing that you need to know about him is everybody thinks it's a show. If you're on the outside looking in and you don't know Jameis and you think of enough of it, too much, he is being genuine. And if you have a problem, it's the same thing I tell you with Deion Sanders. If you have a problem with Deion Sanders, that's a you problem. That dude does not drink. He doesn't swear. He cares about all the kids. And so if you don't like that is a you problem.
Froggy,
I will say the same thing about Jameis. Like a genuine dude. If you have a problem with the way he talks or how he acts, right, that is a you problem because he is being genuine. And sometimes you have to learn how to deal with those people, not them learn how to deal with you because they're being more genuine than you are. And there's people like that.
Trevor says he wants to see me go to Cleveland just to be in the cold.
Why not? Come on, baby. Hey. Tobin, let me explain something to you. We ain't gonna be in the cold, baby.
I don't want to go in the cold. I don't want to be in one. I don't want to be in Cleveland, and two, I don't want to be in the. I was in the cold once for a game. It was not pleasant. I went to an Islanders Rangers game outdoors, and it was terrible.
Once.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah.
Come on, you got to get the full. You don't get the full visual of football until you got to go to a Cleveland or Buffalo game with snow.
They booed CeeLo.
How could you boo CeeLo, dude?
Who booed CeeLo?
The Islanders and Rangers fans.
Yeah, because it's CeeLo. like, come on, wait. Think about it. Hold on. Think about this. You did a halftime show or a period show or pregame or postgame show at a hockey game with CeeLo.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
He did the national anthem.
Somebody should have been playing a damn guitar. That's what I'm gonna just say. If you're going to a hockey game, right? Somebody need to be playing a guitar and because that's the crowd. Am I lying? That's the crowd.
You're right, 100%.
The crowd is not CeeLo. So what the hell you think is gonna happen?
I found it to be an odd choice right off the bat.
Mostly intangibles at a hockey game, and you give them CeeLo.
Well, I remember when. I remember when.
I knew where you were going. Right? That's like, come on.
It was odd, dude. It was an odd choice.
Right.
We'll
That's
take.
like remember when Ja Rule was in the middle of a football. What was that?
That was a Bucks game.
Ready? That was what?
That was a Bucks game.
There. Come on, know your people.
He said it was a 90s. It was 90s night. He goes, but I'm a 2000s artist. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I guess not.
Yeah.
It's a Tobin and Leroy exclusive. The music festival is back that we all love. It's welcome to Rockville.
Yeah.
It is going to come back to the Daytona International Speedway in May, and we've got your chance to see it all, man. You can win a 4-day general admission pass to see Shinedown, Green Day, Linkin Park, Amphibian Acid, Korn, and a whole lot. What's the problem, dude?
One of those does it. I would have heard of that one.
I'm pretty sure it's all there, dude. I think that band is going to be there. So if you guys want to win 4-day general admission passes to Rockville. Keep on listening. We're going to give away a pair of those 4-day passes, plus all of our winners of the 4-day passes this week. You are then entered for the grand prize. And what's the grand prize, you may ask there, Froggy?
Dinner with J-Fig.
No. Although she probably will go to Rockville. Rockville. But the grand prize is a Rockville holiday mystery box. And I love a mystery box.
Rockville.
What are you doing?
I'm on both cameras right now. So.
Oh. I was trying to figure out. I was like, what are you, a wind sock?
Well, hey,
Rockville.
first of all, that big ass windsock ain't gonna be waving.
No need.
Yeah. So keep on listening. We'll give those away before the end of the show. For more info on the show, go to welcome to Rockville. That's just .com. How'd that go? Oh man. Anyway, the Dolphins got some news from them yesterday. Mike McDaniel revealed Bradley Chubb is having his practice window opened this week. He's going to start making his official return from knee surgery.
That's a year, isn't it?
Pretty much. He did not beat science. He kept pace with science.
Well, no, but here's the thing, man. I keep telling you, when you open that thing up, you don't know what else has to be fixed. And so it might have been a lot of stuff. It might have been debridement, cleanup. You might have had to repair 2 ligaments. You don't know how severe the ligament damage was.
Surgery is
going on.
Surgery is a real Russian nesting doll, dude.
Is it?
What?
And why?
Yeah, you know, like those Russian nesting dolls. Like you have a doll, and then there's a smaller one, and then there's a smaller babushka, and then there's a smaller babushka.
Yes, of course. The babushkas inside each other. Of course, everyone's seen that.
Oh, Nico. Nico's a Russian resting doll right now because Spo won't play him. He has to play Bam in all his bricks.
Yikes.
Don't do it. You can already tell. He can't even get it out. He can't even get it out.
The other thing that he revealed yesterday, Mike McDaniel rats off a ship on Skylar Thompson. He said Snoop Huntley's going to be the backup this week.
Ooh.
It is. I think we have officially reached our time at the end of the Skylar Thompson era.
Think he finds a job somewhere in the NFL?
Nope.
Or is he done? Ooh.
I mean, I don't think he's getting cut. I just don't think. I mean, I don't think he's getting cut. But it's he's very rats off a ship on.
But I think wasn't that just a situation where Snoop Huntley had to get healthy?
He did have to get healthy.
So
that's
once
for
he
sure.
got healthy, because he was the backup.
Well, he was, but he
got hurt.
First it was Skylar was the backup, and then we saw the last time that we saw Skylar be the backup, just disaster struck and that was after a terrible start. So yeah, no, it just generally feels like Mike McDaniel's like, nah, Snoop's my guy.
Right. Wow.
Dude, Wildcat at times, throw him in there.
No.
Okay.
No, don't. Like, I think the 2 quarterback thing at this level, it just like it's like you're begging for like
Just a wrinkle, baby.
That's not a wrinkle.
It's a wrinkle.
That's not a wrinkle. You think they're not gonna figure it out that Snoop ain't gonna throw the ball?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
sure.
And think about this. And then if you fake them out and throw the ball with Snoop, now you don't have one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the game throwing the ball.
Element of surprise.
That's not an element of surprise.
Never see it coming, dude.
Yeah. You know why they never see it coming? Because maybe they want to see it coming. Hey, let's put everybody on the line and dare them to throw it. How's that?
What if we run a long snap, but then he audibles to a short snap because he's the guy who can do that?
The Dolphins have spent this entire season, by the way, exposing the fact that long snappers are not needed, and they should really just rectify the system by finding somebody else on the roster who could just do another job, because they have basically been plucking along long snappers all season long.
Do we know Durham Smythe can't snap a ball?
I don't know that.
Usually, and that's usually the positions. Usually it goes to an undersized lineman or a tight end.
There you go.
Everywhere I've been, it's always been backup tight end.
And listen, I objectively
got to run down because here's the other thing you need to understand. most of the guys on line of scrimmage can't leave until the ball is kicked.
Mm-hmm.
But the gunners and the center can leave as soon as the ball is snapped. So if you put a big moose there that can't get down the field, you're creating a problem.
Here's what we do. All right. I am petitioning to have Ethan Bonner get on the juice this offseason. Ethan Bonner.
The fast guy?
And and
no, you realize you might need him to play corner.
Nah, he's been inactive like every game this year. So now we can have him play corner and long snapper.
Ooh.
And he'll find his way on the field. I'm just saying. Just think about it. Think about it. Mike McDaniel, he was asked about if this offense is here to stay with fewer touches to Cheetah and Waddle. Here's what McDaniel had to say yesterday.
Offense that we see this year, is it here to stay, the offense we're seeing now, or next year do you go back to the Tyreek, Jalen Waddle-centric offense?
Well, I think, I think it's important that you don't. There's a saying about like swim uphill or whatever that, go against the current or something. Whatever that is. I think you want to score points on as many possessions as possible. You do that by getting first downs, getting yardage, getting in field goal range, and then punching it into the end zone. I think the more you execute at the zones that defenses are giving up to defend Tyreek and Jalen, the more that those it comes full circle. To me, the offense hasn't really changed from a concept standpoint. It's been an emphasis on how to take advantage of people overplaying those two.
Huh?
What?
What was the question again?
What did he say?
There was a river.
It was something about, are you going to change the offense?
What's going on here?
Oh, Delvin Gaines says, "Oh my God, deliver us from McDaniel's speeches."
So I'm still trying to figure out. So here's the deal. The great thing about offensive football is it's always evolving. It's always evolving because teams watch all of your film and then they come up with defensive adjustments. So a lot of the offense has countermeasures built in it. For example, if you have a certain route, you see a certain coverage, that route converts into a different route. That's why you sometimes see two guys running in the same area, because one guy didn't read the coverage right.
I just like the fact though that he is like he's searching for something there, and I guess he's a little fried just because I'm sure he's stressed from the weekend. I think he basically is just saying, "Hey, we're not going to force it," but he's like, you don't want to have the river with the stream.
Why are we swimming uphill?
I don't know.
What? I'm gonna send video to everyone.
Is that possible?
I'm gonna go find a hill at the park,
I think salmon.
and I'm gonna just jump on the ground and start swimming.
Can I get the start of this again? Because he really out of the blocks. Like his start to the answer was an illegal formation.
The offense that we see this year, is it here to stay, the offense we're seeing now, or next year do you go back to the Tyreek, Jalen Waddle-centric offense?
Well, I think I think it's important that you don't. There's a saying about like swim uphill or
heard that. You've heard that, Mike.
Whatever that, go against the current or something.
No.
Nope.
No.
Why would you swim up a hill?
Swim up. All right.
Why does Molly look like she's going
Is it
dancing?
ski uphill?
Swimming against
Swimming against the current.
Swimming against the current.
Jay
No,
fixes,
the saying is swimming against the current.
Jay fixes his mic should have been cut off. He needs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they need a debate moderator like it's an election.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
And Perkins tried to be all professional, and he's like,
Mr.
Live
McDaniel,
voice.
Mr. McDaniel, stay on topic. Mr. McDaniel,
"What do you say?"
live fish always swim against the current.
Yeah, salmon. You ever notice? That's why the big ass bears just wait for them to jump. That's why they jump so they can get up the stream. They can't
Stupid
swim.
fish.
Just continue to
Stupid
swim, and they
fish.
just jump right into the bear's mouth.
Literally, just go with the flow.
Like, did any of them look back and go, "Yo, Petey, don't jump, don't jump,
Nope.
just keep swimming"?
We lost him.
Ah,
Right into Yogi's mouth.
yeah,
Petey!
Petey. All right. They say, and then somebody like Tobin was going, "Well, if he got Petey, he can't get me."
He's got to be full by now. He's a bear.
Using that salmon sense.
I got another stupid one, Yogi. Hey, boo boo. This is great after a blow.
I got the munchies.
Here's the thing that Marcos, you got tagged on this, right? Did you get sent this Dion video that we got sent? Where Dion was yelling at his players before the game, and he's like, "I better not see any gloves. I better not see anything coming out of the back. We're not cold." Now he said this, by the way, wearing a giant jacket, but that doesn't matter. The whole point was he set the precedent, and he didn't look cold. And so I go back to Mike McDaniel trying to be a tough guy wearing only a hoodie in that weather. Not enough for him. He's too skinny.
He looks.
The problem is
Very
he's
cold.
just that's not the problem's not the cold, it's him standing around in the cold. Right? Everybody else is running around. You're standing like a statue. Of course you're gonna be cold.
Yeah, but I've seen other coaches stand and like.
No,
I saw icicles forming on Andy Reid's.
but did you
mustache.
see how big that coat was he had on?
Absolutely, for sure.
Okay.
But he looked bundled up, and he looked like
He
He looked like Humpty Hump. The guy.
But
who
that's
did
that's what I'm saying. Like
it was just not.
he was
not a good
well he was well covered up.
I don't know. I would prefer next game as opposed to seeing his red old nose.
Hey.
He turns into Kenny from South Park and just completely. I just need to hear
Hey.
him.
Let me tell you. If they think this game was cold,
Is it getting colder?
wait until
Obviously, Marcos.
wait until they get in Cleveland on December 29th.
Let me check the weather.
This was
You don't have to. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
cold.
Can I get the weather weeks away?
No.
Not really.
That's a long forecast away. Schmieden says he wasn't shaking. The wind was shaking the play sheets, dumbasses.
He was shaking, dude. He was shaking. He was shivering.
He was shaking, dude. You saw the nose. He was.
The nose.
This was Dion. This is from Travis Hunter's YouTube.
Don't fall prey to conditions. It ain't that cold. I don't want to see no hand warmers. I don't want to see none of that bull junk, all right? Let's play football. This is football weather. Let's play football. I don't want to see nothing coming out the back of your helmets. Nothing. You understand that? Let's toughen it up. Let's get ready. 6-6, break it down. Hey, man.
But he has a big.
As he's wearing a beanie and gloves.
It's all about attitude.
That's also
the best.
practice, right?
Okay.
That's also practice, right?
Was it?
Was that
Nah,
practice?
I think that's pregame, dude.
Oh, okay.
That's ridiculous. Though.
Y'all don't know that Dion doesn't swear or drink.
I didn't know that. When you
Yeah.
said bull junk, I was like, wow.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. No. That's the thing.
Work around
Like people that have a problem with his antics, right? Or I don't like Dion, or I don't like this. Then that's a you problem, because he genuinely a good dude. You might not like some of the things he does or says, right? But he's keeping his space in a good, clean environment.
Man, what else you got, Marcos?
I got a quote here from Chop Robinson you were just alluding to that I wish I knew prior to putting him in my 7-leg parlay.
Chop, chop.
Chop, chop, indeed. Chop Robinson says it took some time getting used to this.
Different coming from here, not being in Penn State for a while and going back to the code, but I felt used to it. But it's definitely getting back into it, getting warm and everything. But the main thing, we just got to tackle, make the plays that was in front of us.
Yeah. And listen, South Florida.
Didn't tackle.
No, he did not. He did not.
Just needed one sack for the parlay.
He was on a run, dude. You gotta, he was on a run. Hey, listen, Marcos, he's gonna get to Aaron Rodgers multiple times this week.
Oh, he's got
Days
Aaron
out.
Rodgers.
I ask myself the same thing all the time. Like, just curse. Do people think God can't figure out euphemisms? Right?
Bull junk.
Yeah,
junk, dude.
like God's looking down. I know what you meant, Dion.
Mm-hmm. He goes, you think you're smart with your loopholes there, prime time? Lord, deliver me from curses and pick sixes.
I mean, like that right there. Too much. Too much. As much as I like that dude, too much. Too much, Jameis. Too much.
I liked it.